last questions I have for you, Agent Hipkiss, are about Diego's phone 1B11.
Yes, ma'am.
That phone took the longest for agents to get into, correct?
Yes.
Can you explain why that was?
Because we did not know the passcode for that particular device, and it was originally seized by University of Georgia Police Department, and they attempted to extract it on their end initially using a gray key, which caused the device to essentially power off and power back on. In that particular instance, it becomes more difficult to crack the passcode, which would ultimately be the reason why it took longer to get into the device.
Okay. And you eventually were able to get into it using the software that the FBI has available to it?
Yes, our digital forensic examiner, Special Agent Candace Hunter, was ultimately able to get into the device in August.
And you would agree with me that 1B11 doesn't have much, if any, location data on it?
No, but as I mentioned earlier, it doesn't surprise me in that particular model of phone. It's a Motorola cell phone. As I mentioned earlier, when you compare them, I would compare, in layman's terms, I guess, if you were comparing that particular Motorola cell phone to a Samsung Galaxy phone, that's like comparing a go-kart to a race car. You know, so it wouldn't surprise me that there isn't as much data. It's not collecting as much data as a Samsung Galaxy device would collect from the user.
And I believe you also testified that it was a Wi-Fi phone, like it only had the capacity to hook up to Wi-Fi?
That's correct. So there was a SIM card in the phone with a phone number that was assigned to it, which was provided service by Verizon. And so we went to Verizon with a search warrant, and yes, it showed that the service had been discontinued or hadn't been used since on or about February 12th, 2024. So at the time of the murder, no, there was no service on that device, cellular service.
Which means you also can't get cell tower location for that device on the day of the murder?
Yes.
And are you aware if Mr. Ibarra was ever asked for passcode to make his phone cracking easier?
I'm not aware. I never personally interviewed him, so I'm not sure if he was or wasn't asked.
Okay. Thank you, Agent.
Thank you.
Briefly, in your analogy you gave us, which phone, for the record, so we can be clear, would be the go-kart?
The go-kart would be the Motorola Moto G phone, which was seized from Diego Ibarra.
And which phone would be the race car?
The Samsung Galaxy 14, referred to by us as FBI evidence item 1B7, that was associated with Jose Ibarra.
You are the one who notified I always put an A in it, UGPD, University of Georgia PD, about the Grindr messages?
Yeah, actually our analyst did, because the messages were in Spanish and I don't speak Spanish, so she had done a more extensive review of those messages. But yes, I mean, I was involved in some of those communications.
And your analyst would be Ms. Ramirez?
Yes.
And the timing of when those messages were relayed would have been October of 2023?
Yeah, so the content of those messages were between October and November of 2023, with like it appearing to be the last any sort of activity with Grindr on that device being on January 25th, 2024.
The accounts, the Google and the Facebook accounts of Diego that were found on the device 1B7, for lack of a better term, could not have been accessed after February 10th of 2025 for the Google, is that right?
Yes.
And is that because the account ceased to exist after that point, correct?
Yes, his account was deleted on January 16th, 2024.
And then the Facebook account was deleted January 25th of 2024?
Yes, the Gocho Franco. It wasn't deleted. It just didn't have activity, IP activity, indicating it was being used after January 25th, 2024.
And that is all I have. Thank you.
Anything else, Ms. Beck?
No, Your Honor.